Daniel, chapter 10, Israel's suffering and deliverance. Vision of the Hellenistic War. In the third year of Cyrus, king of Persia, a revelation was given to Daniel, who had been given the name Belteshazzar. The revelation, which dealt with the great conflict, was valid, and its meaning was disclosed to him in a vision. At that time, I, Daniel, had been mourning for 3 weeks. I refrained from eating any choice foods, abstaining from consuming meat or wine, and I did not anoint myself until those 3 weeks had passed. On the 24th day of the first month, as I stood on the bank of the great river of the Tigris, I looked up and saw a man dressed in linen, with a belt of pure gold around his waist. His body was like beryl, and his face shone like lightning, and his eyes were like fiery torches. His arms and his feet gleamed like burnished bronze, and the sound of his voice was like the roar of a multitude. I, Daniel, was the only one who saw this vision. Those who were with me did not see the vision, but they were seized with such great fear that they fled and hid themselves. Thus, I was left alone to behold this great vision. My strength drained away, and I was powerless, as my face turned deathly pale. Then I heard the sound of his voice, and as I did so, I fell into a trance with my face to the ground. The mission of the angel Gabriel. But then I felt a hand touch me, and as I trembled, I was raised by my hands to my hands and knees. Daniel, you are greatly loved. Pay close attention to the words that I am about to speak to you. Stand up now, for I have been sent to you. And when he said this to me, I stood up, trembling. Then he continued, Do not be afraid, Daniel, for from the first day that you resolved to gain understanding and to humble yourself before God, your prayer was heard. It is because of your resolve that I have come to you. The prince of the kingdom of Persia thwarted me for 21 days, but finally Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me. I left him there to confront the prince of the kingdom of Persia, and I have come to explain to you what will happen to your people in the final days, for there is yet a further vision for those days. While he was speaking these words to me, I prostrated myself on the ground and was speechless. Then someone who looked like a man touched my lips. I opened my mouth and said to the person standing before me, My Lord, anguish was overcome me at this vision, and I no longer have any further strength. How can I, my Lord's servant, speak to you now that I have no strength left in me, and my breath fails me? The one who looked like a man, touched me again and strengthened me, saying, Do not be afraid, greatly beloved. You have been specially chosen. Peace be with you. Have courage and be strong. As he spoke to me, I once again felt strong, and I said, Speak, my Lord, for you have strengthened me. Then he asked, Do you know why I have come to you? I must first return to fight against the king of Persia, and when I have overcome him, the prince of Greece will appear. But I have been delegated to tell you what is inscribed in the book of truth. There is no one to lend me support except Michael, your prince. The word of the Lord.